welcome to Center for Victory's podcast of Your Best Day Yet. Here at Center for Victory, we're here to help unlock, reinforce, and enrich relationships through personal and professional development. I'm Eric Guy, Chief Victory Officer at the Center for Victory. With me today is my one of my partners in crime, Zack DelTurco, our Executive Consultant. We're here today. The month of February is Get Your Heart Right. And today we're going to talk about being happy, especially in the workplace. Many people aren't happy.
Yep. About 80%.
About 80%. And it said, I just got done reading something that said when people are not happy, there's at least a 10% deficit in their productivity and efficiency. I think it's higher than that, but they were pointing towards some research in a company. But really, can people be happy? So we're gonna give people some tips and things today. But simple question for you. Don't want to hurt your brain.
It's been a long day.
But very simple question. Are you happy at work?
Yeah. I just want to back up real quick. I was actually in a meeting this morning with. He's a CEO of his own company, but he does research, business, and development of another company. And he was talking about this very same thing. And I said, what's worse than having someone leave your company? And that's having a disengaged employee. Yeah. Because they literally will suck the life, the culture, your money, because they'll do the bare minimum to get by without you noticing that they're not going above and beyond what they're asked of. Mm-hmm. But to answer your question, yes, I am happy.
And so what makes you happy?
There's really a couple things that make me happy. And we actually do.
Other than puppies.
Yeah, no, I don't like puppies. But we actually do quite a few things that really help our consultants, help our companies understand how they're wired, are they a good fit for a role, and then the underlying things of culture, how do I see myself, how do I see the world. And for me, part of the reason why I'm happy is because I'm a good fit for what I do. And I'm not saying what I do every single day is easy.
Right.
I'm not saying that at all because it's
That's
not.
That's a good point, Gary.
But I don't have to act any differently when I come to work. So that's your adaptive state, when you have to behave differently in a certain situation. I get to come to work every single day for the most part and behave the way I'm wired. So I'm not using mental energy, I'm not using physical energy trying to bend or to flex to meet the demands of the job. And then you also can look.
So can we just jump back a little bit? If we were to characterize, I know the answer to this, obviously, but to give people some context, if you were to tell me, okay, what are some things that make that job fit work for you? Could you give us kind of the high level, and don't use the terms we do with the A, B, and C. Put it in context for people who are listening.
So what we do majority of the time is we're more of the hunters. So we have to go out and find new business. Mm-hmm. So somebody like my profile, or the profile that we're looking for, is somebody who's competitive, independent, very proactive, go out, make things happen on their own. They're really good with people, quick to connect. They can juggle multiple things at once, but also, and this is something that I had to put more infrastructure in place, is to be more detail oriented on my follow up. So I think I'm I think I'm all the way to the right side where I have way too much follow up, where some of our clients are like, "Yo, we're good, chill out." Yeah. But I'm not used to having that follow up, those details. So that's something I have to work on, and that's kind of where my energy goes sometimes. Where it's just like, okay, I have a training next week. I didn't talk to the company about lunch. I have to get on that. So just someone who is a go-getter, independent.
Definitely have to like people.
Yeah, you have to come alive.
So sorry. Next point.
Yeah. So you have the predictive index, your behavioral assessment, and then underneath that, I like to look at the PIs as almost like a buoy. You can flex. Underneath that is the values. What gets you up in the morning? What are you motivated by?
So passion.
Passion. What is your passion? So for me, there's really three things that stand out from the rest of them. I want to make a lot of money to help a lot of people by leading through others. Like that is what gets me up every morning. How can I make money to help those who can't help themselves?
Yeah, it's just not your behavior; it's the values underneath that's driving your behavior to do this.
To do that, yeah. And I love what I do. This is what motivates me. Young men without fathers who don't have an opportunity to kind of succeed on their own. So I get to come with my resources and be a blessing to those kind of people, to serve those who can't even serve themselves, by leading through others. So that's what gets me up in the morning, and my behaviors is what you would see come out of that. And then also, I wouldn't call you a manager, because I think that'd be insulting, but you're an incredible leader, and you understand what I need, what the consultants need in order to be successful. So if you don't have a great manager, there's really four things, and if you get two of those four things wrong, you're going to get disengaged employees, you're going to get unhappy people. So your manager or your leader has to understand how you're wired. And then lastly, I would say culture. Like, what do they say? Culture is king. Like, culture will pop strategies bag every single time. And you have to have a strong culture. And, here at Center for Victory, we live by 5 things.
Yeah.
Make it rain. Be like Fred. Don't whine, shine. Yeah. Come on, help me out.
Be an eagle.
Be an eagle. And the last one is work cowbell.
That's our values.
Yeah. And we have to push those things down into the organization. And I think those 4 things is what causes someone to be happy within their current role.
Yeah, and this dips into the next question a little bit, but I know from watching you, because I've known you for about 2.5 years now, I know this year, personally and professionally, you've been a lot happier. Not that you were miserable before, but you've been like happy on steroids this year, because I think you're in the right role. You're getting what you need. You're live. And again, to the point, it's not easy.
No, it's not.
But
it's
you're
an adjustment.
But you're happy while you're doing it, and that shows. And that I hear that from a lot of people. But that brings me to my next question, because they say that taking charge of your personal and professional development can bring happiness, and that's one of the things that, I don't know if that was different for you when you came aboard, because I'm really a big proponent of that. Like, what do you want? Like, not just here.
Yeah.
Like, the company goals are good, your goals are good internally, but what do you want out of life? Right? Has that brought you any more like satisfaction when you can talk about, those things, and we do things about it? And what do you do here?
Yeah, and I think, without a vision, people perish. Without a why, and we talked about this the other day. It's like, man, why is that person still doing what he's doing? He's set financially, he's worth billions of dollars, and you said he has a big why. And I think that comes down to, what is your why? And that's that self-reflection. That's something it doesn't come natural to me. I'm always go, 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 go. And one of the things I'm trying to do this year is to kind of be more reflective, more introspective. Okay, here I am. Here's my 1, 5-year, 10-year goal, something we just did in Vistage. And now I'm starting to okay, is this what I want to do? Like, is that what I want my 10-year picture to be? Or is that just what I've been conditioned to do? Like, so being more introspective, and it really comes down to, I call it the circle of life. It just makes sense to me, the circle of life. We need the circle of life.
And the Lion King theme starts playing.
It measures, I believe, 6 different areas to focus on.
Right.
And one of my blind spots is I take advantage of the people that love me the most. And that's my mom, my dad, my family members. And, my last job, I was always go, 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 go. That I neglected them for 2.5 years. And my little nephew brings me the greatest joy. Like, I think about him, I get happy. So for me, it was that the life circle would really point it out this year. I need to be more intentional with my family. I'm intentional with work. I'm intentional with my workouts, my routine. but the people that love me the most and who I cherish the most, I have to be more intentional with. So it's that personal development, but also that life planning.
Yeah, and I know, I just walked through this exercise with a couple of CEOs, right, doing that, and what I've noticed, what is always my aha, because we've just done this. We've done this with our kids.
Yeah.
We plan their personal. We have, I'm not rigid about it, but we want to know what's going on because we know that can bring happiness. And a lot of these CEOs who are just crushing it business wise don't have a personal plan, and a lot of them attributed their sadness, some of them their depression, and just their lack of wanting to do anything because they plan in business, but they had no life plan.
Yep.
They had no personal plan. So you have to really connect that, because a lot of times we miss the boat on the things, as you said, that matter most. And it's important to bring that out, and I think it's important to bring that out in the work environment. But, are there some ways, what are some ways that, people can make the workplace happier? And you can use examples here that we do if you want to. I don't know if people will go that crazy, but
some of the things we do, not all the people in the office find funny. We're definitely a rare breed for sure. But little things like playing music, right? Like dancing. There's sometimes Friday, it's 12 o'clock and we're all in the office and we'll put on some music and reminisce about the old times, and
I get to share the old songs with you,
I'm like,
millennials.
what in the world were you guys listening to? But even like going outside. I mean, the office is here at your house. You have an awesome pool in the back, but just going on walks as a staff and just hanging out and talking and really building relationships. I think one of the things we did well, and I think we're going to do better, is I need to be more intentional, is like going out after like a Friday night, after work, working all week.
Now I got you on camera.
No, you see that? He was busting my chops this whole time. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I had plans on Friday. Like, I went out with you.
Like, you think about connections. So we're hardwired to connect, and when we have those connections, we want to do better for whatever we're involved in, whether it's a company, whether it's something in the community, but we want to do best by each other. And when we're connected, there's less stress. Again, it might not be easy, but it can be happier, it can be worthwhile as you work through that. But those are some ways. We really have a lot of fun, and I believe in that, right? I believe in getting out, especially when it's warm. Like, let's just leave.
Let's go.
Let's just go. That's good for your mind. It's good just to have that exercise, but getting out and walking and taking, and we'll usually do, that's 2 miles, right? It's not a little walk. We get out for 30 to 45 minutes and we can talk a little business, but we have fun. We come back, and what's ironic about that is now we're energized, we're a little bit happier, but we're getting more done with less time. So, and it creates a good culture. So, anything else? Any tips that you would give people? It's really important. Again, being happy doesn't mean everything's easy, but you can enjoy. You should enjoy what you do. But I didn't know if you had any other tips for people as we end.
I just say, for everybody, that we live in such a busy society that we don't slow down. And we don't reflect, we don't journal. And I would just encourage people, like, life goes by so fast. Like, you're about to turn 46.
Really? You're gonna do this?
Next week, right?
Yeah,
like, my grandma's turning 88. Like, I remember when she was 60 living in my house. My little nephew's turning 2.
You meant to say 30.
36, yes. But I just say, like, don't just do life to do life. Like, do something you're passionate about. Do something that motivates you, gets you up in the morning, and that's where true fulfillment comes from, because you spend more time at work than you do with your family and friends and the people that you love the most. So why not be a part of a culture, a team, where you get up every single day and say, I can't believe we get to further the mission of this organization
and make other people happy.
I
really like that.
Yeah.
So, Well, that's good. I'm going to leave everybody with this quote. It's from Confucius. It says, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Good sound wisdom from Confucius. I wonder if he actually did say that, though, but that is good sound wisdom. But that's all for today, folks. Really appreciate you watching. Make sure to leave the video a like, leave a comment down in the comments section. We'd also appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon to get notified when we post next. We post these podcasts
Twice a month, or twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yep.
Or for more information, you can visit us at centerforvictory.com. And we always end with this. And that is, wherever you're at,
whatever you're doing, make this your best day yet.
See ya.